Hi, hello there, it's Elise. Welcome to my video, and welcome to my first video using my new microphone, yay! I will do my best. It's my first time using it, so sorry if it's not like the best yet, or I haven't really figured it out. So I'll be kind of playing around with it throughout the video maybe, but I will try my best. And as you all know by the title, I'm finally doing the Q&A video, yay! I'm really excited for this, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I will. Thank you to everyone who asked such great questions. So I'm just going to read through them. And I forgot to ask if people want me to mention their name, like who asked what question. So I'm just not going to mention any names just to be safe. In case, people want their privacy to remain anonymous. So let's get started because there's a lot of questions. Okay. And the first question. Oh geez. Okay, we're starting out kind of deep, but let's get into it. Okay. This person says, how much does the unconscious, subconscious mind constitute ourself as opposed to the conscious mind? Oh my gosh, okay. Good question. I am not a philosopher by any means, but since you're asking me this, I think that our self is mostly composed of our unconscious or subconscious self. Mind is what I would say. It's like mostly deep down who we are. And then the conscious mind is kind of the surface level thing that navigates through our everyday life and makes decisions. But it's all based off of like who we are subconsciously, like what makes up our personality and our humanly wants and desires and thoughts. So basically, I would say who we really are is here, subconscious self, which is mostly who you are, but then at the surface is your conscious mind, and this is what makes decisions throughout daily life, and the actions out here are influenced by the inside, but the actions and decisions that your conscious self makes also changes your subconscious self over time. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's the best I can do. Thank you for that fun question. And this person also asked, do you think that sensation is purely physical in nature, or is there a non-physical aspect to experience that potentially leads to certain stimuli being inherently more ASMR inducing? Another amazing question. You're hitting me with the hard ones. Okay, so to the first part, I would say no, I don't think sensation is purely physical. I think there's a lot of non-physical aspects to experiencing stimuli, particularly ASMR. One of which I would definitely say is emotion. I think emotion is really important for a lot of people experiencing ASMR to feel like an emotional connection with the artist. I think if you're more comfortable and feel a more personal or emotional connection to an artist, then you're probably more likely to be more vulnerable and actually experience ASMR and be comfortable yourself and be more open to the physical sensations. Thank you. Great question. What a great way to start this. So thank you so much. Next, this person asked, what would your dream be for this channel? Are there particular things or ideas that you're excited to work towards? Yes. Great question. Thank you. My dream this is very ambitious, but my ultimate dream, I think, is to have an M after my number of subscribers. So get to the millions. That would be amazing. Which sounds crazy now, but honestly, I think anything is possible because I didn't think I would get this far. I really didn't. So at this point, I'm like, why not shoot for the best? And are there particular things you're excited to work towards? Absolutely. I think something that I want to start working towards is reaching a more like wider audience, like a more global audience. Like a way I would do this is make some videos in other languages to reach out to more people, a wider audience that way. For example, like Japanese, Korean, or even Spanish. I'm hoping to in the future make videos in those languages, or even just like include subtitles in different languages to cater to a wider audience. That's something I'm really excited to work towards. For sure. Yeah. Also, has anything been surprisingly difficult about starting and building this channel? Any tricky bump into a brick wall moments you weren't expecting? Good question again. Yeah. For me, honestly, the hardest thing was actually starting it. I put it off for like over a year. I thought about it and then I was like, no, it'll never work. Like, I'll never be successful. So the hardest part was not listening to my doubts and actually doing it, which I'm so glad I did. Yes. Yeah, thank you so much for your questions. It was very nice. Next, this person says, what is your nickname that others call you? Okay, I can't tell you because then I would give away my real name. Yeah, sorry, surprise. Elise is not my name. It's a name that I identify with, but it's not like my legal first name. So, yeah, I can't tell you what a nickname that people call me because it would kind of give away my real name, which I'm not comfortable sharing on the internet at this point in time. But I will tell you, it is the first 2 letters of my real name. This person also asked, do you feel comfortable looking at the sky at night or in the morning hours? Yes, the answer is all of the above. I love the night sky. And night in particular is so beautiful. I really love the stars and the moon. I'm kind of obsessed with. I like to keep track of what phase the moon is in and look for it whenever I can and say, oh, it's a waxing gibbous, or oh, it's a waning crescent. Yeah, so I think it'll be sad. So one thing I'll miss when I move to a big city, because of the light pollution, maybe I won't be able to see the stars or the nighttime sky in the same way. And that'll be really sad to have to give that up. And I like watching the sunrise too. It's really beautiful. I just went with my friends the other day to watch the sunrise. This person also asked, what is the thing that makes you the most grateful? Is it in your life right now? That's so sweet, yeah. I would say the people who make me the happiest and the relationships I have with friends and family and loved ones makes me very, very grateful. And yes, they are in my life now and hopefully they always will be. I'm also very grateful for this channel and it's in my life now as well. And hopefully it always will be too. And they said, thank you very much for your great effort. You are the best. I love you. Thank you. You're great and I love you too. So thank you so much. Very, very sweet. Okay. This person asked, next question. Why you decided to start recording ASMR videos? So why I decided to start, one obvious reason is that I enjoy ASMR myself, and I thought it would be a cool way to like help other people who need to help relaxing or sleeping. But I never really considered it seriously until a handful of like friends and acquaintances even would randomly say like, you have a really relaxing voice. And I would say, what? Me? And they're like, yeah, I would let you talk me to sleep or something. I thought it was so funny. And then one of my best friends who actually introduced me to ASMR told me and like inspired me to actually start a channel and really supported me throughout starting it. So I'm really thankful for them. Thank you so much for helping me get started. So yeah, thanks to my friends, I think, and random people complimenting my voice, it gave me the confidence to give it a start. And because I wanted to try something new. That's another reason. It was like a challenge. I wanted to put myself out there. Because I'm kind of a shy, introverted person. I don't really put myself out there that much. So this was a big step for me. And this person also asked, I like this question. Do you feel ASMR with your own videos? Absolutely not. No. I hate watching my own videos. I can't stand it. Editing is torture. I don't want to listen to myself. I don't want to listen to myself at all. No. Yeah. Actually, fun fact, I don't experience tingles when I watch ASMR. I think I experienced them one time and it scared the crap out of me. I thought I was like having an aneurysm. I didn't know what was happening. So I think that's what that was. It was like, and I shut it down real quick. But no, I watch ASMR just to like distract my mind, to help me relax and fall asleep, because I think too much and it's hard to turn off my thoughts at night. So, ASMR helps with that for me. So no, I don't experience any tingles or any relaxation of any kind when I edit my own videos. Sorry. But thank you so much. The person who asked this is very sweet. A very kind subscriber. I appreciate you. Okay. Next person. Where do you think your fascination with languages comes from? I like this one. I know they are inherently fascinating, but I'd be interested to hear your perspective and history. Thank you. This question makes me happy. I'm gonna try not to ramble on for too long like I always do when it comes to languages. Oh, it's actually a tough question. I don't remember, even as a little kid, I don't remember not being fascinated with languages. I think my earliest memory of like trying to learn a language was like learning Pig Latin when I was like in first grade, and I thought it was the coolest thing that I could learn this other language and talk in like a secret language with my friends. And then I just always thought the concept of being able to say something secretly in a way that other people can't understand, I thought it was like a superpower. And then as I got older and I started learning about other cultures and other countries around the world, it kind of went hand in hand with me becoming more and more fascinated with languages in that way. Kind of tied to being fascinated with other cultures. I really love learning about how different people live around the world, and like the diversity that exists like within humanity is so cool. And I just kind of made it a goal that I want to be able to travel to all different countries and be able to speak to different people. I think that would complete my life. Yeah. So thank you. I hope that answered your question. It's hard to answer. But thank you so much. That was a really fun question. Okay. So this person says, do you watch anime? Yes. If so, what are your favorites? This is hard. Okay. So I'm terrible at like finishing a show. I've only finished one anime completely, like all seasons, in my whole life, and it was a show with only one season. It was Death Note. It was the first anime I ever finished, and it was so good, and I still hold it at like the top of my list. So I would say Death Note is definitely up there. It's one of my all-time favorites. Hunter x Hunter is like my comfort show. It always makes me feel like happy and warm inside. And then what I'm watching right now that I'm kind of late to, that I'm obsessed with, is Attack on Titan. Haha, surprise. Everyone's obsessed with that one, but don't spoil anything. I'm in the first season. Like, I am real late to Attack on Titan, but I love it. Yeah. Do you read manga? So no, I really want to, but I am the cheapest person ever. I won't buy something if I don't have to buy it. So at this point, I watch anime because I can watch it online for free on Crunchyroll, like just with the ads. I'm so cheap, it's terrible. So when I have like more disposable income, like more money saved up, I will absolutely buy manga. And I think when I'm gonna buy Tokyo Ghoul, I want to buy for sure because I have beef with the anime. The first season was good, but like, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. So I want to read it to like get the full good experience. And then what are your favorite books and movies? Okay. I have not been reading a lot since I graduated high school because the program I was in high school was really like work heavy, and we had to read a lot, like required readings, like multiple books at a time. And when you're required to read something and then having to like take a test on it, it kind of takes the fun out of it, and it kind of ruined like reading for fun for me. So I kind of took a reading break. I'm so sorry. Someday I hope I'll get back into it soon and find fun in it again. But the last book that I really sincerely enjoyed reading myself was Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. I read the English translation. It's originally written in Japanese. It's not the typical book I would like. I like sort of like fantasy or adventure, sometimes dystopian novels. This book is not like that at all, but it made me really warm and happy, and I think it was the first thing that made me interested in Japanese culture. So if you're into that kind of thing, I recommend Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. And as for movies, I like the same genre. Don't make fun of me for this, but like one of my favorite movies, this is so bad, it's so bad, but it's so good, National Treasure, that movie with, God, what is his name, Nicolas Cage. I will watch that any day of the week, any day. Sue me, it's so good. My favorite series, I don't know if I've ever like movie series, but first thing that comes to mind, because it's really nostalgic and I just love the soundtrack, and the first two movies are the best, I think, but Pirates of the Caribbean, I really like those movies. I loved them growing up. So thank you for your questions, you're amazing. Okay, next person. Have you ever called the Pacific Ocean the Specific Ocean? No, but I did call a computer, I called it Pecuter, for like the first 5 years of my life. And what's a skill you wish you were masterful or extremely talented at? Singing. I know that you can like train and have vocal lessons to improve your technique, but I feel like most amazing singers are just born with how their vocal cords are created. I'm so jealous. I wish I could be one of those people. So bad. Yeah, I want to be a great singer. Maybe in my next life. Okay, next question. Will your future videos remain lo-fi, heavily preferred over high-end videos? Cheers from Nevada. Hello, cheers from not Nevada, but cheers. Thank you for your question. I said this in a previous video, but maybe you asked this before that video was out. But yes, I will keep doing lo-fi videos, even though I have this guy right here. Don't worry. I know a lot of people love lo-fi, so I'm gonna do a mix now of lo-fi and higher-fi, so that we get the best of both worlds. Yes, don't worry. Lo-fi is not going anywhere. Thank you so much for your question. Next. Okay, this person has a handful of questions. Thank you. I really enjoy this. Hello, please. Oh, sorry. Okay. Why you started doing ASMR? I already answered that one. Sorry. And then, do your friends follow you? Know about your channel or family? What do they think? No, it's a secret. Yeah, one of my best friends knows. And it's not because I sent her my channel or like shared it. She found it by accident, kind of. Like, she knew that I had made a channel, and she was one of the only people that knew. And then she searched up Elise ASMR because she knows me too well and knows that I would have gone by the name Elise. So she found it, and I was so embarrassed when she told me. I was like, no, don't watch them, please. So she knows, my mom knows, but I told her like a month in, when I couldn't hide it anymore, because she was like, why do you stay up so late? What are you doing in your room? Why are you on your laptop all the time? You're so secretive. I couldn't hide it anymore because I was too suspicious. And then my boyfriend knows. That's it. And what do they think? No, I'm sorry, spaced out. They're super supportive. I don't know why I was so embarrassed, and I thought, oh, people are gonna judge me, like, but no, they've been amazing about it. Especially my boyfriend is from Japan, and in Japan, ASMR is not as popular, so he didn't know what it was. He had never heard of it. But after he found out when I told him about my channel, he researched it like crazy. And he's so into it now, and he's like the ASMR king, and every day he like updates me on how many views my videos are getting and what he thinks I should do for my next video and different strategies, and like, oh, maybe if you post it this time you'll get more views, and here's how you can expand your audience. And it's so funny. So it's really sweet. Yeah, everyone's very supportive. By everyone, I mean the 3 people that know about it. Now, for the most part, it's a secret. And this person also said, what's your favorite food? Tteokbokki. Tteokbokki, easy. Tteokbokki is a Korean dish with tteok is like big squishy dough noodles, and it's in a really spicy gochujang sauce. Gochujang is like red pepper, I think, like a spicy red pepper. If you like spicy food, I recommend it. It's so good. And it's so sad where I live. There's nowhere where you can get a good gochujang. Like, there's not even bad gochujang. Tteokbokki, sorry. There's no tteokbokki anywhere near me. Like, remotely near me. It's so sad. So if you get the chance to go to an authentic Korean restaurant, or like go to Korea, try tteokbokki. It's so good. And then as for fruit, my favorite fruit. I love fruit. Right now I would say peaches. I'm feeling peachy. And dessert, cheesecake. Cheesecake is like up here for number 1. And then a tie for number 2 would be ice cream, as you know, I love ice cream. And cookies, chocolate chip cookies. And then lastly, is there any ASMR video you want to do but lack something necessary to do it right now? For example, hair brushing, but you don't have a wig or something like that yet. Yeah, absolutely. I want to do a lot more interactive, like, role plays where I need certain props that I just don't have. Like, I wanted to do a more medical type of color blindness role play, but I don't have a color printer, so I couldn't print out the color blindness test images. They would have been in black and white, which like defeats the purpose. Yeah, and then like you said, a wig, that would be so cool to do a hair brushing thing. Maybe I can convince one of my friends to let me brush their hair on camera for ASMR. I would have to tell them about my channel first. Thank you so much for your questions. Those were fun. some of your other favorite hobbies besides ASMR that you enjoy doing? Good question. Okay. So, okay, the first thing that comes to mind, as you all know, I'm obsessed with languages, so that's one of my biggest hobbies is like studying and learning, and meeting people who speak different languages that I'm trying to learn, which is also part of my work, so it's really cool that like my work is my hobby, and I get to do it, I love it, it's really nice. And then hobby, nothing to do with work, I would say music is a really big part of my life. It's really important for me, so I love like listening to music and playing music. I play guitar, although I've been out of practice for a while. I don't know why I went like this. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I really love music, and I love discovering new music, and I will listen to like literally anything if I like it. If it makes me feel something, I will listen to it. And I like editing videos, like not ASMR videos, but like creative videos kind of. I took some graphic design classes and like videography type stuff where I learned how to edit with like Premiere Pro and do some cool stuff. So that's something I want to get more into, like creative video editing. Yeah, thank you. And then what type of genre of books do you enjoy the most, and which books are your favorite? I touched on this before. Sorry, I'm not the biggest reader right now, but I hope it changes in the future. But I do like more fantasy type adventure books. Like dystopian, but I was gonna say I also actually am a really big fan of historical dramas, so like period pieces. I am kind of a big history nerd as well, so I really like historical books. Okay. Have you ever, or do you currently play an instrument? Yes, like I said, so I think piano was the first instrument I picked up, from a pretty young age, and then I played the clarinet for a little while, and then guitar was the most recent one, but probably the one that I was the most into and excited about. I really like guitar. And yeah. Do you ever relax or fall asleep to your own videos? Again, no, never. I couldn't if I wanted to. And then what is your favorite season and why? Oh, okay. Well, where I live, seasons don't really exist. I live in a very hot place, so it's kind of just like hot, and then like slightly less hot in the winter season. But I love the idea of fall. If I lived in a place that had real seasons where like the leaves change and fall on the ground and everything's like orange and red and brown and yellow and crunchy leaves and like pumpkins and stuff. I love that idea. And also I feel like the weather would be really nice, a little bit cooler but not too cold. That's kind of like my ideal season, but again, I don't experience that because of where I live. I also want to experience spring in Japan and see the beautiful cherry blossoms. That's a goal of mine. Thank you so much for your questions. Next. Oh gosh. These are gonna be fun. Okay. This is from a subscriber that I've gotten to know quite well. First, which government agency would you want to work for the most, assuming you don't already work for one, and why? Okay, let me tell you. First of all, easy. CIA, not FBI. FBI, you're in the way of the danger, you're probably gonna die at some point, or be thrown in jail in a foreign country for being a spy. No, none of that. I want CIA. So CIA is the brains behind it. CIA, you're in your nice fancy office, working on your fancy dancy laptop, researching like a niche topic that you really love, and providing the information for the FBI to act on. And you're like the brains behind it. That's really cool. CIA 100%. Thank you for that question. What flavor of ice cream do you most spiritually relate to? Okay. There is this flavor of ice cream from Hershey's Ice Cream is the brand. cappuccino crunch. Cappuccino crunch. I love coffee. I love chocolate. And I like sweet stuff. It has all that. Assuming that the animal behaves properly and obeys you and you have the resources to care for it, which would you choose as a house pet? Oh, penguin. Penguin. Like, not just one, like, I want, like, a flock. No, not a flock, that'd be too many. The penguin and an Arctic fox. I'm going all Arctic animals. Okay, we're gonna go penguin, we're gonna go Arctic fox, and polar bear would be cool, but I'm so scared. And this is really inhumane because I would have to have like freezing temperatures in my home. So those are my answers. If you had to live in a different country, where would you go? This is very hard to answer and something I think about daily because I'm not going to live in the US for a good part of my life. After graduation, I'm going to teach English abroad, and I think first I'll probably live in Japan. Other countries I'm interested in living: South Korea, Singapore, Denmark. Copenhagen is beautiful and a really great place from what I've heard. Oh, Belgium I'm also a little bit interested in. Yeah, thank you. Probably Japan first, just because it makes the most sense, with my partner living there and all. Next question. You like jazz? I'm not surprised that you asked this question, knowing you. I'm not surprised. And yes, I do like jazz. And yes, I do like the B-movie. Thank you. Next, what kind of music do you listen to? Okay, this is so hard to answer because I don't like confine myself to saying, oh, I listen to soft rock music. Like, no, I listen to everything. If I like it, I like it. It's really difficult because I literally have the potential to like anything. Okay, but real fast, I will speed run a few genres and my favorite artists of those genres. Okay, if we're going rock, like more like classic rock, Aerosmith, the Eagles. I went through a big fat Guns N' Roses phase, and I was obsessed with Slash, and that was when I was in my like learning guitar phase. And then if we're going more like earlier, like 90s, 2000s, kind of like grungy times, I really like Pearl Jam. And then if we're going like emo rock, yes, I had an emo phase. And My Chemical Romance, like 21 Pilots, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, you know all that jazz. I also really like R&B, and particularly like Korean R&B is really good. Some artists I recommend: Dean is really good, Crush is really good, Loco is good, but he's more like R&B hip hop. DPR is a whole musical experience. DPR live. I really like Jack Johnson. If we're talking like rap or like Western rap, I will get down to Waka Flocka Flame. I was listening to Love Sosa last night at 2 a.m. because I had an urge to. And if we're talking like more classical, like going back classical, Claire de Lune is my favorite piano piece. Japanese artist, my favorite Japanese artist, One Ok Rock, or like One Ok Rock in English, is a really good rock band. If you're into rock and are open-minded to listening to Japanese music, then yeah, One Ok Rock, check them out. Oh, Bondi is a really good Japanese, kind of like an alternative, I don't really know what to call them, alternative Japanese artist. Bondi's really good. EXO is my favorite K-pop group. For girl groups, Girls' Generation, classic, can't go wrong. I do like Toys too, though, they're really cute. I will listen to anything. That's the conclusion. Thank you. You know what? Thank you to the person who asked that question. Gave me an idea. I think I'm gonna make a video ramble in the future about like different music artists and genres that I'm into, because I could talk about it like for days. So Next person. Oh, this is also a subscriber that I know kind of comments a lot. Hi. Hey there. Thank you. I appreciate you. So these questions. So, do you film sitting or standing up? Sounds weird, but I can never tell with ASMR vids. I'm absolutely sitting down. Here's my chair. This is the chair. I can never do it standing because I like sway and move around, like start dancing. I have to sit down. Would you ever consider changing your view on mint chocolate chip ice cream? I'm so sorry. Okay, let me tell you a secret actually. I had it one time and like it was good. Like I enjoyed it. But I give people a hard time for no reason. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. So yeah, maybe just for you, I'll change my view. What's one thing you wish you could go back in time and redo? Either relive or change it. That's tough. That's a really hard one. Oh god, this is gonna sound so corny, but honestly, I'm happy with where my life is right now. And I feel like every decision I've ever made like led to this moment, and I'm happy where I am, so I don't know if I would change anything. Oh, but relive, yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm about to start my 3rd year at university, and I changed my major like 5 times, and I wasted like a year and a half of credits on a major that I'm not even, like a degree that I'm not even getting now. So I would go back in time and be like, Elise, you're an idiot, just choose linguistics, you love it the most. And save a lot of time. I could be graduating right now if I would have just gone with linguistics and not wasted my time like on 3 other majors by the time I got here. Yeah, I would change that. And then relive probably every concert I ever went to. Concerts are magical, especially now since COVID and we haven't been able to do concerts. I miss it so much, so I would probably relive every concert I go to. Nothing's like the experience of live music and being in the audience with everyone's there for the same purpose, with the same love for the same artist. It's amazing. And shoot me down if this is classified, but is it pronounced like the drink Elise or like the name Elise? Elise. Thank you for asking. Everyone thinks it's pronounced Alice. It's not Alice. It's Elise. But no, I like your guesses. Elise? I don't know how to say that, sorry. Or Elise, yeah. Elise. Thank you so much. Okay. Next question. What languages do you speak and what made you want to teach English overseas? I like listening about how passionate you are about it. Thank you. Okay, so languages in the order of what I learned: first, second, third, fourth. English, Spanish, Korean, Japanese, and I plan on learning many more. Next, I'm going for, I think, Chinese. Mandarin would make the most sense after Japanese, because of the writing systems, and then German I'm interested in, because I feel like it would be relatively easy for me as an English speaker. And what made you want to teach English overseas? So, two things. I knew that I didn't want to live like a stagnant life, working in one place and just staying there. I wanted a job that would allow me to travel a lot, because I can't imagine living my life and not traveling and experiencing life in different countries and like actually living in different countries and understanding and kind of soaking up different cultures. So I knew that I wanted to live a life like that and have a job that would allow me to travel a lot and actually live in different places. And I've always loved working with people. I'm a very people person. I didn't want to be working like at a desk in an office or like something that wouldn't involve working like with actual people. And I like explaining things, and I've always liked tutoring other students. So it just all kind of made sense when I learned about the option of teaching English abroad as a job. It was like calling me. It was made for me. And I was so excited. And thank you. I'm glad you like listening to how passionate I am about it. That makes me very happy. I try to limit myself. I feel like I talk about it too much. People might get tired of it, but thank you. You're very sweet. What are you studying, and what is your dream job? I am studying linguistics, foreign languages and literatures with a focus on Japanese. I'm studying other languages, self-study, or taking classes, but I actually like getting a minor in Japanese. And then I'm studying teaching English as a second language. We call it TESL, T-E-S-L, is a certificate program I'm in. So 1, 2, 3 things: major, minor, certificate, linguistics, Japanese, and TESL. Where did it go? And my dream job? I don't have a dream job, but I have a dream life. And I guess the dream job is a job that would allow me to live my dream life. My dream life is to travel the world and meet different people and experience life everywhere. Like I've said, I keep repeating myself, sorry. So, dream job is one that supports that. So if it's teaching English abroad, then so be it. And are you more of a beach or a city girl? Oh god. Ironically, both, because I grew up in a beach town, and because I've just grown up on the beach, it's nothing to me. I take it for granted, definitely. I'm tired of it. I need a change of pace, so I want to be a city girl. I aim to live in a big city, definitely. And when I study abroad in the coming semester, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be living in a very big city. Finally, so yeah, grew up as a beach girl, will be and want to be a city girl. Thank you for your question. Okay, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I did touch on this one a little bit, but ideally everywhere, but specifically Japan, because I have loved ones there, and I think Japanese culture is very beautiful and fascinating and rich, and kind of polar aspects of it, things that you wouldn't expect to exist in the same sphere of culture. I don't know if that makes sense. And the food's great. South Korea, because I speak Korean, and I don't know, it's just really cool to be in an environment like that. And the food is also amazing, and Korean culture is also really cool, and K-pop is cool, so I'd like to go see a K-pop concert in Seoul. And then Denmark, because the weather and the architecture and the water, and the people seem really cool too. And everywhere. It's so hard to choose. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Favorite triggers and dislike triggers. Ooh, okay. Favorite triggers. It's changed actually. So I think something I always love is role plays. Medical role plays are really good. I like role plays where the person's asking me questions, really simple questions. I do that a lot in my videos too. At the beginning I'm typing, okay, so what's your name? Can I have your date of birth? Stuff like that. It's really relaxing. To me, basically any video that Latte ASMR has ever made. Top tier. Incredible. I love Latte so much. And least favorite triggers. I cannot do eating sounds. I can't. Sorry. Thank you, that's a fun question. The languages you speak and ones you are learning or wish to learn. Okay, already mentioned English, Spanish, Korean, Japanese. Wishing to learn Chinese, Mandarin particularly, German, Russian. I can read the Cyrillic alphabet, I can read and kind of write Russian phonetically, I just have no idea what I'm saying. And I want to learn an indigenous language. Like I did a project on Cherokee because it's a dying language in the U.S. Native American community. On my mother's side of the family, she has some Cherokee ancestry, so it's something I've always been very curious about. I think it'd be very cool to learn a native language and help reverse the dying of a language, because it's really sad to lose a language when all of its speakers die out and are no longer learning it. Yeah, thank you so much. It's really nice. Okay, and then somebody says, favorite relaxing scent. Ooh, favorite relaxing scent. Okay. Two. First two that come to mind. Eucalyptus can be really relaxing, refreshing, and then lavender. I feel like everyone says lavender. I like the color and the smell. Thank you. That was nice. And then this person, do you watch anime? Again, yes. What's your favorite video game? Oh, that's too hard. Okay. Favorite, going by the number of hours I put into this game, being the most, and thoroughly enjoyed the entire time. Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, the original Super Mario Galaxy. Amazing game. Incredible. The graphics are so beautiful. And yeah, it's like my ideal game. And finally, who's your favorite ASMR artist? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have to go with Latte, because I kind of go through phases with ASMR artists that I listen to, and then I just switch. But the one who's remained constant that like I will always listen to and be relaxed by is Latte. Thank you, Latte. She is the queen. Who is your favorite fictional character? Can you show us your tattoos? The third question, I'll get there. Who is your favorite fictional character? Oh. Favorite fictional character? Okay, a few came to mind. So, L from Death Note, the man with the yellow hat from Curious George, Levi from Attack on Titan, and fictional character, Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean series. I don't have any tattoos, sorry. No tattoos. And I don't plan on getting any. Tattoos are cool though. I think they're awesome. I have tons of friends who have tattoos, and I really like tattoos on other people aesthetically. They're very pleasing. But for me personally, I just don't think I could ever put anything permanent on my body. I'm too indecisive. And then this person also said, did it hurt when you fell to earth? This one is rhetorical. Thank you. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm very awkward. Thank you for your questions. Okay, what are your favorite triggers to make and listen to watch? So, soft-spoken speaking, as I said, I'm a big fan of. And role plays, like I said, yeah, I really like listening to and watching role plays. As for like sounds, what's a good sound? Oh, okay, I can't do this very well, but some ASMR artists go like with their fingers, and it sounds like bird wings or something. I love that sound, and it's like I can't really find a video, like a long video of someone doing this. They do it briefly in the beginning, like GB does it briefly. But yeah, I really like that sound, and I would do it if I could. My fingers just don't move like that. And for myself, sorry, to make, actually I do really like making role plays, but I like the rambles because I feel like I get to share more of myself, and then it's really cool when people interact in the comments and I learn more about them and they learn more about me, and I can like get to know some of you guys. It's really fun. Thank you for your question. Do you like any weird, gross, crazy food combinations? So, first one, this isn't that controversial. I feel like a lot of people do this, but like French fries in the ice cream. Solid. Sweet and salty, love it. Like, go to Wendy's, get yourself some fries, dip it in the chocolate frosty. Love that. And then this one's probably more controversial. So my mom, okay, I blame my mom for this because she raised me. Pinto beans, pickle relish. Spoonful of pickle relish in the pinto beans. Take a bite, get a little bit of relish. It's really good flavor. And cheap food. Don't judge me. Okay, thank you. Next. Oh, I'm a very sweet subscriber. What is your favorite song? It changes daily. But right now, my favorite song is probably La Pieta by DPR Live. It's a good song. And then, who is your favorite ASMR content creator? Okay, so I said my all-time favorite is Latte, but I feel like I need to shout out some really amazing smaller creators. So one I've been listening to for a long time is Mauve ASMR. Mauve, Mauve. She's incredible. I love her soft-spoken voice. So if you like soft-spoken stuff, definitely check her out. Calliope ASMR has really nice role plays. Definitely, she has great role plays, and she does like whispered and soft-spoken. I love Calliope too. She's amazing. A really like smaller channel, but who is taking off so fast, and I'm like watching her as she grows. Milk Bun ASMR. Milk Bun ASMR. She's so cute, the sweet girl with pink hair. And she does a lot of whispered content, which I didn't like previously, but I'm changing lately. Her whispered videos are incredible. My interest is cracked. Everything's cracking, sorry. Yeah. And Samid Coco ASMR. She's a Canadian ASMR artist and does like a lot of some medical, some like traditional Chinese medicine videos, and a lot of her videos are like ASMR on real people. So you're like watching her like treat them or give them like a head massage or whatever, and she's super relaxing. Yes. Oh, one last one, sorry. Chili Bee ASMR. If you like watching real people ASMR, they act out like little scenarios and they're so natural and like chill. It's really good if you're into that. Favorite game on my phone? I don't have any games on my phone right now because they're too distracting and I don't have time to be distracted. But if you count this as a game, Duolingo. Gotta keep practicing my languages. And a very common question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years, I'll be 25. I'll be in another country teaching English, or traveling a lot. And hopefully meeting amazing people. Yeah, enjoying my life. And making great ASMR. Yeah, that's where I'll be. I don't know what country I'll be in. We'll see. Not here though. And then a request. Can you say my name in the video? Yeah, of course. I don't want to say it wrong, but Mohammed. Yes, Mohammed Ashraf. Thank you. You're a really great subscriber. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're very, very, very kind. Okay, we're reaching the 1 hour mark. Still going. Let's go. Oh God, this question. What was the last thing that moved you to tears? Let me preface this with, I am a very emotional person. It doesn't take a lot to make me cry. It doesn't. Oh god, this is embarrassing. Literally, the last time I cried was last night. I was watching a TV show with my mom. She's been watching old westerns a lot lately. I think it was an episode of Bonanza. Yeah, it was Bonanza. And it was just such a sad episode. I could not hold back. I was crying, and then after, I tried not to cry too much in front of my mom because I didn't want to seem like I don't know. And I excused myself to go to the bathroom where I could like really cry. It was so sad. Yeah, and then I don't know. I just I cry a lot, but not just at sad emotions. When I'm really happy, I cry. When I'm really thankful, I cry. Yeah, when I reached 1,000 subscribers, I cried. It doesn't take a lot. I don't think it's a bad thing though. Okay. Next person says, since your personal information is classified and I don't have the clearance to know it, here are my questions. Thank you, I appreciate that. If you could transform into any animal, which one would it be? Okay, something that flies and something that can breathe underwater and swim, and I don't think that animal exists, so never mind. I would pick flying over swimming. You know what? Swan. Because I feel like swans, people respect swans. Swans can fly and they can kind of swim, and then they float on top of the water. And they're humble because they were ugly when they were younger and they grew up. They weren't always beautiful, so they're not going to be conceited. Swan, that's my answer. Thank you. Which superpower would you want to have? I've thought about this a lot. Time travel. Okay, either I'm on the fence about, I don't know the word for it, but being able to travel anywhere, kind of portal yourself from one place to another place, to basically be able to be anywhere in the world whenever I want. That would be amazing because I want to travel a lot. But I feel like it would almost make it too easy and I'd be less excited about it. I don't know if that's stupid. So I feel like a better answer that I'm more confident in is time travel. And if I could only go forward or backwards, I would go backwards. Sorry, I love history. I go back and experience, meet historical figures. That would be cool. Thank you for your questions. Next, how do you do your makeup? Or can you please make a video about your makeup? I love your lip color. I'm curious about the lipstick you use. Oh, thank you. Wow. And I think this person is from Korea because their name's written in Hangul. So, thank you. Actually, it's funny if you are from Korea. I borrow a lot of my makeup techniques. I kind of get inspired from Korean makeup styles. I'm a big fan of Korean makeup. It suits my face a lot better than Western makeup. But yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I think I'll make a video about doing my makeup. So thank you so much. The lipstick that I use, let me grab it. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So, I swear by this one product. I've been using this for so long and I'm in love with it. It's actually not a lipstick, it's a tinted lip moisturizer, and it's amazing. It's so moisturizing. I love this. It's the only thing that doesn't dry out my lips, and I love the color of it. It's Burt's Bees Pomegranate Moisturizing Lip Balm. It's made with 100% natural ingredients. Burt's Bees. And the color is really beautiful. Let me put it on. It doesn't turn out like this, but it's so subtle and it's just a little bit more of a intense color than my natural lip color, so it's perfect. And it smells really good too. Yeah. So I really recommend this. And it's cheap. This is $4. $3, $4. And then this person also asked, what is your MBTI? I am an INFJ. I take this test, I took it like every year from high school. And the first time I ever took it, I got INFJ. And then I took it again, and I was not in a good place mentally. And then at that time, I was an INFP instead of INFJ. And that's kind of a pattern. I've taken it when I'm not feeling my best mentally, and I lean towards more INFP. But when I'm like mentally doing well, I am consistently an INFJ, which I think is interesting. That part of my personality changes depending on my like mental health at that time. Yes. Thank you so much for your questions. Okay. And this one is from a subscriber who I know. Thank you. I really appreciate you. If you had to pick something other than ASMR to do on YouTube, what would it be and why? Okay, that's a good question because I had actually thought about making a different type of YouTube channel before I even started ASMR, and I plan to. I've always wanted to do like a travel related channel and like taking videos of my travel experiences and documenting, and or just even like a daily life vlog, if you want to call it, of life in different countries. I plan on doing that for sure. When I study abroad, I'm going to start a second YouTube channel. I'm already planning. So thank you for asking. I have time to tell you all. Check out my second channel when I make it. Please, if you want to. This person says, are you in college or working or both? Both, but my job is just part-time at Starbucks on my college campus. So, yeah, I'm a full-time student. I work at Starbucks. And then I have like leadership positions in student orgs, but obviously those aren't paid, but they feel like a job. How did you find out about ASMR? Did you immediately like it? That's such a funny question. I remember the first time I ever watched ASMR. So previously my friend had recommended it, and I kept it in my mind. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try sometime. So, you know, I like to try new things. And it was the night before the first day of my senior year in high school. I had stayed up all night finishing the summer work that we were assigned. It was 5:30 in the morning. I could not shut off my brain. I had to wake up at 6:30. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna try out ASMR. So I remember I just typed into YouTube ASMR, and the first video that came up was Ting Ting ASMR. Ting Ting, who I still think is great. And I watched her video, and I thought it was really relaxing. It was so interesting. And I thought she was really pretty. I didn't fall asleep though. But it definitely opened me up to a whole new world where I like looked more into it and found what I liked. So yeah, did I immediately like it? Yeah, when I actually listened to it, I was pretty open. I was like, oh, it's interesting, kind of relaxing sometimes. And then I found my type of ASMR that I like. Do your friends, family know about your channel, or are you trying to keep it to yourself? I already answered this one. 3 people know about it. One of my best friends, my boyfriend, and my mom. Other than that, it's a secret. Do you have any hobbies? Yes, I did answer this one as well. But I'll just briefly recap. Anything music related. I like filming and video editing in like a creative way. And obviously learning other languages is probably the biggest one. What inspired you to make your channel? I think I touched on this one too, briefly. One of my best friends really inspired me, but a lot of random people complimenting my voice gave me the confidence to do it. And other ASMR artists who I thought were amazing. Next question, would you ever do customs? That's a tough one, because it's not that I am against customs in general. I feel like the only reason that I would do it is for the extra money, and that's not a good enough reason. I want to actually enjoy what I'm doing. And I see, the thing is, it's two main reasons. As a young woman, I still want to call myself girl because I don't feel like an adult yet. I'm very young and kind of naive, and unfortunately there are some people who might take advantage of that. I'm just a little bit nervous, and also have already received some emails making requests that made me uncomfortable. So that's one reason, unfortunately. Sorry. And the other one is that, so when it's a custom thing and someone personally is requesting something and then paying me for it, I feel a lot of pressure to deliver what they want. And I worry so much that if I'm not giving them exactly what they want, they might get angry and want their money back. And it gives me a lot of anxiety thinking about the pressure that I would be under in a scenario with customs. Whereas when it's just my channel, I can make whatever I want. I can put whatever I want out there, and there's really not that pressure. So yeah, if I change my mind, I'll let you know, but I'm pretty, like, right now I don't even have time to do customs in addition to, like, regular videos on my channel, so sorry. If I change my mind, I'll let you know. Okay, do you think that intelligent extraterrestrial life exists in our galaxy? Yeah, probably. In our galaxy? Okay, in the universe, yeah. In our galaxy? Probably. Okay, extraterrestrial life, probably, but intelligent, that's the question. What do you mean by intelligent? I don't know. Do you know? Do you like sushi? Yes. Sushi's amazing. Nigiri style sushi is the best. It's like a log of rice with a big old piece of fish on top of it. Incredible. Simple and amazing. Thank you for your questions. Those were interesting. Next, are you at all related to Heather Feather? No, unfortunately, I don't know who that is. Sorry. You look like you could be her younger sister. I don't know who she is. Love your videos, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, I'm not related to her, and I don't know who she is, but I'll look her up. Thanks. Last movie you didn't like or hated? Okay, the first thing that came to mind, what is it? Was it Batman versus Superman? It came out like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was terrible. I think DC did it. It was the worst. It was so bad. Sorry. Favorite superhero? If we're talking like in the Marvel universe, Thor. What is the best thing you can cook? Easy. Okay, mac and cheese from scratch. Like, I make the sauce from scratch, like everything from scratch except for the pasta. I buy the pasta from a box. I do it for like every holiday gathering, so like Thanksgiving or like Christmas, or it's so good. The sauce, it's so good. And I'm lactose intolerant. It's like straight up just dairy on dairy, but it's so good. Love it. Mac and cheese is amazing. Okay, next. Oh, this is a subscriber that I know, who I've chatted with over email. Hi. Do you like to watch or play sports? If yes, which one? Yeah. I have played basketball, soccer. I did competitive swimming. I did American football. That was one of my favorites, but I broke my finger. My mom made me quit. Tennis. I was probably the most successful at tennis, and had like private lessons, and went with like my mom would drive me out to competitions every weekend. I consider dance a sport and an art, but dance was my favorite and it kind of took over. And I put the most into dance, and I quit all other sports when I got really into dance. I love dancing. I want to get back into it if possible. Yeah. As for watching sports, I will watch pretty much anything. I love watching the Olympics these days. I was just watching the men's volleyball was really fun to watch, and I was watching swimming and then track and field. Oh, I totally forgot. I ran track. I ran track in high school, and I ran cross country in high school. I don't think I was that good, but I was on the varsity team, so I wasn't terrible, but I was by no means good. I really like watching gymnastics because it's just really fun. And I always wanted to be able to do it, but I was too scared to injure myself. And I watched tennis because I was really competitive in it. So I can just like relate to it. Tell us this is the same person. Tell us what's your favorite music. I already talked about this a bit, so if you go back, I rambled about my music a lot, but I will listen to pretty much anything as long as I like it and it makes me feel something. That's the most important part. Enough from me. Cheers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. This person says, what do you know about rolling down in the deep? I don't know the rest of the words, sorry. Thanks. Why did you decide to be a linguistics major? Okay, so I actually changed my major like 4 times before finally deciding on linguistics. I think from in high school, I knew that language was a topic I was the most passionate about and loved the most, but I, like a lot of students, felt too pressured to do something that would make me successful or make a lot of money, which is ridiculous, because we should just do what we want, not have to worry about that. So I actually I was accepted into my university and came in as a neuroscience major, cognitive neuroscience, which is really cool, but it just wasn't for me. And then I changed to like international relations and political science, which is also really cool, but not for me. And then I was public relations, which I liked. I liked the work of public relations. It involves a lot of writing and creative work, and some graphic design, some editing skills, a lot of stuff like that. I love the creative processes of it, but I hate that the end goal is basically like all about money, because it's usually for a company, or even if it's for a government entity, it's like the motivation of the work is just not fulfilling to me. So, and I was really discouraged at that point, and I just kind of did a self-reflection. I was feeling kind of lost, like, God, I'm almost through, like, I'm in my 2nd year of college and I don't know what I'm doing. So I kind of went back to my roots and decided, okay, forget it, I'm just going to do what I love. And it was the best decision I ever made when I decided to switch to linguistics. And yeah, I love it so much. It was the best choice I ever made, seriously. And yeah, and I learned, of course, I can make a career with it, and I was very silly for thinking otherwise. And yeah, good question. Who are some of your favorite ASMR artists? So I answered this one, but I'll go really fast. Big ASMR artist, Latte. Medium size ASMR artist, Calliope Whispers, I think is her name. Smeed Coco ASMR. Chili Bee ASMR. Mauve ASMR is amazing. Please look her up. She needs more subscribers. Smaller ASMR artists. Oh, I didn't mention this one earlier when I was talking about smaller ASMR artists. MM_ASMR. MM_ASMR. Her channel is mostly dedicated to like color exams, and they're so great. They knock me out every time. And her voice is just amazing. And I think she does mostly lo-fi stuff. I can't say that for sure, but no, she's amazing. Please look her up. And she has really fun nails too. And then another small ASMR artist. I think she has like approaching 4K subscribers. She's growing really fast. Is Milk Bun ASMR. Milk Bun ASMR. Alright guys, we're getting there. This is so much. Oh, we're at the bottom finally. This video is so long. Okay. Favorite place on earth. Oh, this is sweet. I remember the subscriber is from Mexico. So, thank you. This is a very sweet question. And also very difficult to answer. Favorite place on earth. I would like to say I haven't been there yet. Because the world is so big and I haven't been to much of it yet at all. I've never left the country. I never left the US. So, my future favorite place is a mystery. But currently, I would say the neighborhood of my childhood home. I just visited it a few weeks ago for the first time in years. I was born in that home and grew up in that neighborhood until 4th grade. When I was like 11 years old, we had to move out. But that place is magical to me and extremely nostalgic, and I have the most happy childhood memories there with great friends and when life was very simple and easy and nothing but fun. And actually when I went back, I drove through the neighborhood with my mom. We were looking at it to see if it had changed, and everything around it changed in that city, but the neighborhood itself, when we entered it, it's like we were taken back in time. Nothing changed. It was amazing. It was like entering like a different dimension of where like nothing changed since we left. It made me really happy, and I just felt at peace. So I'd say right now that's my favorite place on earth, and I'm so happy that it still exists as I remembered it. Okay, and this person says, sorry I can't come up with anything interesting to ask that wasn't already asked. That's okay. Thank you. I really appreciate you too. Okay, next. Sorry. Next one. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? 10 years I'll be 30. Oh god, 30. Okay. Basic goals. Maybe at this point I will have traveled and seen enough of the world to determine a good place to settle down for a bit and start my own family. So at this time, I want to be settled down somewhere in the world, somewhere beautiful and exciting, with a life that can be truly fulfilling. With my love, who is currently living in Japan. I miss him a lot. I'll see him soon though. And hopefully by that time with a child, maybe 2. And some pets. I want pets so bad, but like living a lifestyle where I travel a lot, I can't have pets because I can't like leave them somewhere or take them with me like on planes. It just won't work. And I'm so sad. Like I love cats, I love dogs. Oh, and job wise, I don't think I've ever talked about this, what I want to do like farther down the road. So yes, I do want to experience teaching English in different countries, but I eventually want to go back and get my master's and or PhD in something more specific relating to linguistics. Something I'm thinking about is like second language acquisition as like a subfield application of linguistics, and I would like to do research in that and use my experiences teaching L2 or second language English speakers. I would like to research like better teaching methods for people learning a second language, and then become a professor. I think I'm probably gonna be in a life of teaching for my career always. It's just what I want to do. So a at the university level eventually would be really cool. So maybe by that time, I will have gotten my PhD as well. But who knows? We'll see. 2 more questions, guys. 2 more questions. Okay, a favorite candy. Favorite candy. Ooh, favorite candy. Okay, I gotta say Reese's. I also like Twix, but Twix is kind of sweet, so I'd say Reese's. Oh my god. Okay, if we're talking about chocolate candy, Reese's, but if we're talking about like fruity candy, then gummy bears, gummy bears, gummy bears. I made a video with gummy bears. They're so good. I could eat them forever. I love gummy bears. Thank you. Sweet question. And then last question. Yay, congratulations to this person. You have the final last question. Do you have any favorite films? Okay, you know what? This reminded me, you just opened up a whole section of my brain that when I answered this question before about my favorite movies, I totally forgot. I think as you used the word film, it reminded me of like some classics or like older films instead of like modern movies. Yes, okay, I am a big fan of older like black and white movies from like starting from like the 40s and the 50s. Alfred Hitchcock films I am obsessed with. My mom got me into them because she really likes them. Let me give you some examples. So like Psycho, Vertigo. I have to look at a list of Alfred Hitchcock films for me to remember all the good ones. Sorry. Yeah, Psycho is good. Not my favorite, but a classic, obviously. Vertigo. I Saw the Birds. I didn't love it. Sorry. North by Northwest. Thumbs up. Rope was really cool. The fact that the whole thing took place in like one room and it was still really exciting. Rebecca. Okay, I think Rebecca might be one of my favorites. Rebecca and Dial M for Murder are 2 great Alfred Hitchcock films. This makes me want to watch them again. In general, I like a lot of older movies, like Casablanca. It's really good. I also saw The African Queen with Humphrey Bogart. That was a good one too. So yeah, I think you get my point. I am a big fan of older films because I feel like they can be just as, if not more, engaging than like newer movies, without any sort of technology or special effects or anything. So they're even like that more like mentally engaging, to be enjoyable without, all the special effects. I'm not saying anything bad about movies that are out these days. But yeah, there's just something special about some of those older movies. Alright, I can't believe 1 hour and 37 minutes later. Got through all the questions. I know that was so long, but thank you guys. Sorry that maybe I talked too much, that the video ended up so long, but your questions were just too good, so thank you so much. I really enjoyed this, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. So thank you. And you have a lovely morning, night, afternoon, evening, everything. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching always, okay? Bye bye. See you next time.